Balancing your life's never easy, and often even, it doesn't matter what role you have, it's very difficult. And what I've recognised is there's no one decision that you make to balance your work and your family. The fact is, often it's the result of thousands of little decisions you make every day. And I do things like now, I could be out at dinners every night of a week. So now when an invitation comes in, I just assess that invitation against the ability to spend the night with my family, my teenage children, my husband, and say, look, is that dinner so important that it should take me away for a night from a family? So I think what I've learned is you can say no and still do it in a very respectful and dignified manner. And actually, by continuing to say yes, you actually make yourself less effective. And not only that, you're not spending your time where your priorities are. So saying no is really important. I suppose the one tip of advice that I'd often offer to women, and not just in their careers, but also in our personal lives, is recognising that change starts with us. I mean, it's easy to say, look, things should be a different way. I don't like this, I don't like that. But it's not until we start to own some of the issues that we as Australians have that we will start to find solutions. So that's about, instead of just talking about it, whinging about it, we need to be taking positive action. And there's so many small ways that we can do, even within our own families. I mean, I think for me, one of the most important things I'll ever do is to raise a son who fundamentally believes that equality is the only path. And I think it starts with us, each of us owning the problem, knowing that we have the power to create change and moving forward together. Just one that immediately springs to mind. I'd been working in a large law firm for many years and I was really keen to become a partner. I was working in a slightly different area of law. It wasn't black letter law. I was working at the intersection of technology and law, delivering services in a different way. So through expert systems, through the internet, through technology. And I remember my partnership application came up to be considered by the partnership, who were at that time of a belief that no, if you wanted to be a partner of a law firm, you needed to be a black letter lawyer. And I remember that day when I got the news that it had been rejected, feeling, deeply disappointed. No question about that, but realising that if I wanted to create change in the world, I'd just have to move past that, point forward, keep walking, which is what I did. And when I look back on it now, actually that decision took me in a different path, a path that I wouldn't have had otherwise. So I look back and think, maybe that was one of the luckiest things that ever happened to me.